Okay, let's see. Are we streaming? Let me know if you could hear me, if you can. Make sure things are going. I think we are good. Yeah, okay. All right, we are looking at Herald of Eternal Dawn today. It is a creature that has a really interesting special ability here. So, when this creature enters the battlefield, you gain prevent damage until the beginning of your next turn. So, that is obviously a candidate for making some cards that have you enter the battlefield. So, let's look at everything that we can do with that. We got Herald. Assemble of Players is an excellent card to pair with this one. You're also going to want to do something like Extravagant Replication, because every time you trigger it, it triggers the Enter the Battlefield effect, so we'll get that. Since we're playing with Assemble of Players, it might be a good idea to just go creatureless beyond that. What we could also do here is Aminatu, the Fate Shifter. Exile target creature you control and create a copy of that creature in the battlefield under your control and reinforce it. So in case we don't get the other cards into play, that's a good one to have. And then from there we can just do some token generators. Let's see what else. Create token. Hamsphere's pretty decent token generator. So Scurry Gremlins out, but we have too many supports. So we could just go defensive the rest of the way. Could even do Confiscate if we wanted to. Lock and Load. Mystical Teachings. Do I have any... Temp with Bunnies, why not? Actually, we probably want some better defense in there. So instead of Temp with Bunnies, we'll do Requisition Raid. And about Vanish into Eternity. Okay. So really the main thing we're trying to do here is just make Herald of Eternal Dawn into a wall that your opponent won't be able to get through. And then just win by not losing, basically. Don't need either of those. So get that out of the way. We got a Herald and an Extravagant Replication, which is going to be great. Give him lifelink, sure. So we ended up winning there before we even got to do anything with the Herald of Eternal Dawn, but that's okay. Since it's not really our win con, it's more of our protection, I think it doesn't really matter so much when it enters the battlefield, just as long as it does sometime where it actually matters for you. So run another deck here, or another battle. Let's see, get a minute 2 down. Then we can kind of see what we're going to get with lock and load. I'm fine with resetting my hand here. Nice. And then we draw into a Herald, and we will also get an extravagant replication on the board here as well, which will be good. Mystical teachings. Okay, that's good. Assemble of Players is the best one to put down. Get that prevent damage and try and get the replication down. Well, that stalls for a turn at least. Maybe go into mystical teachings, into a requisition raid. Maybe that'll get us back on track here. Well, at least it got rid of the supports. I was hoping to get more out of that though. Let's see. Okay, I think we can cascade a little bit. Grab another. I was hoping to get a requisition raid. Oh shoot. That wouldn't have helped anyway. Dang it. I am not playing this one very well. Alright, well, looks like we got by a really nasty Tameo deck. Let's go white and green instead. Go with A Johnny Sleeper Agent, maybe? Do similar things with it. Bring in Assemble the Players. How about if we do this? Okay, Oger and Galta. So we will always fetch the Herald of Eternal Dawn with Assemble the Players. Do some Golden Wish. Requisition Raid. Grab some good artifacts. Actually, instead of cryptics, we'll grab Aegis. Forget, did I put Tempt in? Definitely got to put Tempt in. And about Leyline of the Guild Pact. Hey, what's up? Tempt. Get a Herald. See if we can ramp into it. Hall of Gemstone is also a good card to put in here. This would be a great card to flicker to maintain the prevent damage. Yeah, I was trying to do that earlier and I got destroyed. So I'm trying a few different things. Did I destroy my ley line? Okay. That is just kind of insurance in case the rest of my creatures get destroyed. Prevented 4 points of damage. Very nice. Guess I could do this. Okay, that went a little better. Just think that if you're not using green right now, you get left behind in terms of tempo. But let's see what else we can do with this card. We can do Guff, red, white, and blue. Try to remember if I'm using it here. No, but we could find a spot for it. Take out, I guess, Hellraiser. It's the only thing I can think of. Nice Cascade to start things off. Could save that for when it's more important. Still not worried. Okay, we're going to get a Herald of Eternal Dawn in a minute. Yeah, I guess we could do this. Okay, that works out all right. Hey, you excited to see what the inbox surprise is tomorrow? I am, actually. Yeah, I have no idea what it's going to be. Hey, Mark tries to carve. How's it going? Okay, so we get that prevent damage happening. I think we got that extravagant replication down as well. To keep our prevent damage. Put a golden wish down. Prevent damage again. Some more red wizards. And hit him with another round. Be done here. Okay. All right. So far what I'm getting from the card is it's very good, but it's kind of just an extra piece in place, some extra defense, and not necessarily something you want to build your whole deck around. I think it's better to build a separate offensive strategy and sprinkle a little bit of that card plus some flickering to really get things to really kind of lock down a win for you. So we could go here with the Archangel Elspeth, since she is an angel tribal kind of planeswalker. And we can go with this Phoenix. I see that name around a lot. Aurelia, the Law Above, will help us get more cards in our hand and get to our Herald quicker, hopefully. Nice. Similar Players is a good one. I think Herald of Eternal Dawn is good insurance against Dragonhawk and stuff. I love that Aurelia takes care of Dragonhawk that way. Cool. Okay, so we did get the prevent damage. This was a thing that I thought was a bug, but you actually buried underneath the drop down menu is the prevent damage. So don't do what I did and submit a report because I just didn't know about the arrow. Yeah, the only issue with Assembler Players is you need to have room in your hand at the end of your turn for it to continue to do things for you. And it just got wiped out, so that's not cool. We get our prevent damage right back, though. Not that they're really doing much to us. And then we also get Assembler Players back. So you have to have room for 4 cards in your hand at the beginning of your combat for it to actually do something for you if you're playing Aurelia. So that is one drawback to Assembler Players that I don't love. But that's okay. Could also do this. Leave extra room in our hand. So we don't have this deck optimized to always grab a Herald, but I think that's a little bit of a janky strategy that's not quite as effective as you might think it is. I think it's better to have something like extravagant replication on the board to just choose to hit the ETB effect just right away and not worry about it. Can't win them all, I guess. Yeah, I guess not. Let's see. What else was I going to try? I'm trying to remember if I have any black and white decks with Herald of Eternal Dawn on. Could try and make one. Do it with Dakin. That's fine. So we start with Herald. Where am I looking? Oh, 20. Oh, I think I do have a deck that has Herald in it actually already. Is it this one? No, but this is a cool deck. I think I'll just put Herald into it to have fun with it. What would I take out here? I guess Fear of Abduction, which is a cool card in this deck, but it just doesn't. I think we can make up for it in other ways. I just pulled Prime Speaker Zagon. Can you do that in one of the next stream? I cannot because I do not actually own it yet. Sorry about that, but yeah, that is one that I kind of want, but I don't know when I'm actually going to get it. Okay, let's see if we can put some stuff in the grave. Gotta go. I promise I gotta take her to the park. Do what you gotta do, man. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully I see you in the next one. Okay, we're doing Estrid. Extravagant Replication will also help us get close to winning in our next turn here. Let's see, Requisition Raid. This might win us the game. Yes, it did. Ooh, even more. That's cool. So, we didn't get to see Herald of Eternal Dawn in this battle. Maybe I could run it one more time, but that's a really cool deck, and I will show it to you again and maybe just do a little bit of tweaking to it to try and get another one of our creatures out. Oh, I know I could try with this deck. Herald as the one creature to play. This is the bolus, and that's not a bad idea. Killer Instinct and Herald because you get one every turn. I like that idea. That is interesting. I think there are some other creatures in Legacy that have prevent damage on ETB as well. So that's worth looking into. We will do, instead of Leyline, I was going to do Virtue of Persistence, because that lets you choose creatures from your graveyard to pull out. Yeah, and then what I like about Killer Instinct is the creature dies at the end of your turn, right? So there's no creature on the board for the for Bolas to target with any of its spells or abilities. So that's a fun idea. I like it. I was planning on just doing like a raw spell loop for that, but I think that could possibly work. Midnight Snack. Interesting. That is a very awesome card that I'm looking forward to showcasing soon. Cool. Extravagant Replication would be great to keep around. How about that? Oh, sweet. I didn't think it would take it out, but nice. Just check. Yeah, Angel of Grace. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh, man. That's annoying. Grist just being able to take out supports like that is super annoying. But we'll be able to bring them back right here. Extravagant Replication, get that prevent damage. Bring enchantments back into play. Very nice. Hey, let's do that some more. Mystical Teachings. Requisition Raid was what I wanted. Oh, that triggered at the end of the turn. Or beginning of combat. Get some more prevent damage. Do this again. Actually quite like what's happening in this deck right now. Maybe I'll save this version of it. Very cool. Okay, well that's the end of quick battle anyway, but I'm gonna save this version of it. And yeah, so I do think this card is a chase card. I don't think that it should be your be-all end-all strategy except for certain situations like we were talking about as it being a crucial thing for prevent damage and all that. Probably a really good PvE all-star, but I think that as part of a larger strategy and just kind of sprinkle this in as some extra insurance, it's a really cool card. Definitely worth having in your collection for sure. And I'm sure more as other cards come out, there'll be more and more reasons to use this card. But yeah, it's just amazing that what it does for you for an enter the battlefield effect is going to help you kind of stall to not lose games. It's kind of a card that, yeah, it's a good description for it. This card will help you not lose games. It doesn't necessarily help you win them faster, but yeah, I think that as a white card, that kind of makes sense. So, yeah, I would say this is a chase card. Maybe not the chase card of the set by any means, but it is definitely a card you want to have in your collection. So, that is it for this one. And yeah, looking forward to the next one.